And let me call you back. So I'm gonna make this quick YouTube video. No, dude, I've been making YouTube videos for like 2 weeks now. You mad late. Nah, no, man, I'm not a YouTuber. I just make them to show people that I'm real, because the results I get, a lot of people don't even think it's real. And then also it allows me to provide a ton of value to a ton of people. So it's a win-win situation. So, yeah. Dude, no, don't call me a YouTuber. I'm not a, I'm not a, dude, I gotta go. So, I apologize about that. And today, we're going to be talking about a subject that's going to get quite a bit of controversy. Anyways, let's just go ahead and dive straight into it. So, after talking with so many visual artists, I realized that selling art is much deeper than just selling art. That's a much bigger problem at hand than just selling art. And it goes way before the artist. It goes way back to the ancient times of history. No, I'm just messing with you, but it goes back quite a bit. And when it comes to selling art, I realized the art industry was never set up for everyday artists like yourself and like me to succeed. There's a few key things that stop artists from being successful, or that was put into place for artists to never even have a chance at success. And I want to cover those things in this video here, and more importantly, talk about what you should be doing to overcome those things so you can be on your road to success. With that being said, let's dive in like always. So, what I've noticed is that when it comes to artists succeeding, they never know where to start. And this happens because ever since a kid, right, or even before we were born, the industry was never designed for artists to succeed, especially for them to succeed independently. So let's talk about it, right? So when it comes to succeeding as an artist, especially in today's time, first and foremost, everyone believes you must need a gallery, right? And if you didn't have a gallery, your chances of being successful was slim to none. And the reason this is happening is because there was never any education out there for artists to succeed independently. Think about it. All throughout school as artists, even when you enter art institutes and universities, it's never required for you to learn anything about business, right? But in order to succeed in the art world, you must become a business person because you're selling art. You're selling a product. You're selling something that can be purchased. And anytime there's something being sold, at that point, you need to know at least the fundamentals of business, right? And when that's not being taught to artists, then it becomes hard for you to succeed, right? It's like someone moving to America from a different country, not knowing how to speak English, and no one takes the time to explain to them how to speak English, right? Or to teach them how to speak English. They're gonna always struggle to succeed, right? And that's the same thing that goes on in the art space. You're learning so much about art, but there's no one taking the time to teach you how to succeed as an artist. And that's where the problem lies. Actually, let's dive a bit deeper, right? And I personally believe the reason why this is not being taught is because the industry is never designed or never was designed for artists to succeed to begin with. Like, actually think about it, right? After you leave school, the main goal for artists, or at least what they tell artists, is that they should focus on trying to get into galleries. But the reality of it is that even when you get into a gallery, they're going to be taking at least 50% of your commission today. And that's even raising. So you could be looking at 50 to 70% of your sales going to that gallery. Like as if the art itself isn't expensive to create, right? And not to mention that we also have to cover the shipping. Just think about that. Second, they're not willing to share those buyers with you. So even when you make sales, right, and the gallery get a buyer to purchase your work, you do not have any type of information on that buyer, not even their name. So with that being said, even once that sale is made, you still have to depend on that gallery month after month after month. And if you was to ever wanted to move away from that gallery, at that point, you will be starting back from ground zero, right? And who really wants to start back from ground zero, especially after they've been making some sales? And going into the details of working with galleries specifically, Don't talk about if the gallery or some type of critic or collector come and say your artwork isn't good and then they publish that in some type of article. At that point, your art career is completely over. It's shattered. You might as well pack up your bags, head home, and go look for a job, right? And that's not what any of us want as artists. You don't want to leave your art career in someone else's hands, right? And the problem with this is that the art industry is set up as a dictatorship. So you have absolutely no control on if your art is going to be successful or not. And with that being the case, that's actually what led me to leave art school myself. So, what's the solution? The solution in today's time is simple. It's simple. It's as simple as it possibly can be. And that's social media. We have access to literally millions, actually billions of people, right? We have more access than any gallery or institute can possibly have because we have access to everyone. And I know that's easily said than done, right? So what I want to get to now is teaching you guys or explaining to you guys what you should be doing. You should be doing your own research. Focus on building your own audience. Because as long as you have your own audience, your own tribe of buyers, you no longer need galleries or need to rely on anyone, right? So first thing first, you need to be using social media to build your own audience. You need to find exactly who your audience is and get in front of that audience and make them, or not make them, but become friends with that audience, if that makes sense, right? So with that being said, you must, in today's time, in the time of 2020 that this video is being made, you must start looking outside of galleries if you want to be successful in this industry. And you must start transitioning your focus to the social media platforms that we have today, because those platforms are key. You have artists like Alec Monopoly, Jeff Koons, Damien Hirst, Calls, Takashi Murakami. That's all extremely big on social media, and a majority of their print sales and even original sales comes from social media, right? But the beauty behind this is that it allows them to keep all of their profits outside of the cost of the art supplies, of course. And that's where you want to be at in your art career. In today's time, it's time for you to start focusing on educating yourself outside of school, knowing how to sell that artwork using social media, and focus on the social media route. I can promise you, social media isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So with that being said, buckle up. Start learning social media marketing as much as possible. If you need to pay for programs, pay for programs. If you want to learn from me, learn from me. If you want to watch a ton of more YouTube videos, watch those videos. But the most important thing is that you should be on social media and should be taking it much more seriously and looking at it as a full-time career. And that's what's going to get you to success. That's all. But before I go, if you enjoy this video, I must ask, because I see other YouTubers ask it, and I think I'm starting to be considered a YouTuber, right? So with that being said, leave a like, leave a comment. I'll personally respond to your comment, and subscribe if you like this video. If you want to start learning more about the tips and tactics and tools you should be using and applying to your art career to start making those consistent art sales, this is the place for you. I'm only here to help visual artists, and that's my sole purpose, and that's my goal. So if that's you, if you're a visual artist, definitely hit that subscribe button. It's that red button over there in one of these corners, right? Something like that. And go ahead and subscribe, and hopefully I'm seeing you on the next video. But with that being said, peace.